Well, hello once again. This is me, Leonard Wells, broadcasting as usual and as always from HASLINGDEN, north of Manchester in the UK, on Monday, the 19th of December 2011. Greenwich Mean Time, it's just after 10 o'clock in the evening. Today, the Chancellor announced that the government intends to implement the Vickers report on the future of banking, and with particular reference to the investment arm of the banks. Now, I'm going to explain to you in simple terms what this means. The investment arm is that arm of the bank which bets. They're gamblers. They sit around computers and they bet that the euro will drop a cent tomorrow, or that the shares in BP will go up 1p within a fortnight. They just make up bets and they bet on them. And this is the reason why the banks are screaming that they don't really want to do this, and that it will harm the British economy if it does do this. Because it's easy money. It's not a decent day's work kind of money. It's just gambling. I mean, when you walk down the street, and in most high streets today, you see them, the bookie shops, and you see people inside, and they're just sat there all day looking at newspapers and betting on horses and so on, or on football matches, or cricket matches. And you think to yourself, well, why don't they go and do a decent day's work instead of spending all their time gambling? Well, it's the same with the bankers. They produce nothing, these speculators. It's just such easy pickings that they'd have to be crazy in one sense not to want to do it. I mean, it's tantamount to giving them their own printing press to print their own money. So don't be surprised if in the next, the changes are going to take place over a number of years. So it might not be till 2015, 16, 17 before it's in place. But you watch from now on, with all this money at their disposal, they will use every method to lobby members of Parliament and newspapers and governments and so on in order not to have this implemented. And I bet maybe even tomorrow morning they will have on Radio 4 Angela Knight, who's the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer, of the British Bankers Association. And boy, I bet she gets a pretty penny for that. But she's very good at batting for her side. I wish she was on my side. I don't know what she looks like, but she's the type of woman I would not like to meet, because she's a bit too tough for my liking. But she must be getting very well paid to do so. She didn't start in banking, she had some kind of chemistry degree or something, and then went working, became an MP, and that's how she ended up where she is. She does a very good job for her side, but I guarantee she'll be on the wireless or the television within the day or two, saying how bad this will be for our banks. Well, as far as I'm concerned, if they want to gamble with our money, and they want us to stand behind them in case they fall over or fail, then they should all move to Las Vegas and I'll give them a lift to the airport. I know that sounds silly argument, really. But as far as I'm concerned, banking isn't a decent day's work. Going into the high street branch, you see people working behind the counter. And less do you actually see staff inside the banks. Because it's all done by these remote call centres. When you phone up now, you can't get through to your own branch. That part of banking, they're not really interested in. It's just for show, really, you know. The investment side of their bank is what they like to play with, because that's where the money is. They have machines that buy and sell shares day and night. Every second they will buy 10 million shares and sell them within a fraction of a second to make, I don't know, £500,000 in one go, just like that. If that is of any use to anybody on the planet, I'll eat my hat. With a bit of salt and pepper on it, of course, if you pardon my French. So I'm going to close now. It's coming up to Christmas, but I guarantee from now on we will be pounded by this bad news from the banks about, oh, how bad it is, oh, how it will affect our economy. Oh my God, they will say. Well, I'm not surprised, because all of them are probably, the people doing the talking are on £1 million a year bonus. They won't be worried about putting the central heating up another couple of degrees on a cold winter's night. God bless, while it's still legal in the UK to say God bless. Take care and bye for now.